Hey, good morning, people. What's up, man and woman? Messing with my camera. You guys hear that hummingbird? I'm just gonna start out being a little weird today and keep going with it. But actually, how seashells, uh, they're an articulation of a mathematical problem, right? They grow inside of a certain algorithm. The same with spider webs. And there's lots of examples of that in nature. I've been really digging nature a lot lately. But I always wonder, like, how come songbirds never, and this is true, they never do this, they never use melody or harmony. They do not divide the sounds that they make into notes. I just thought it was pretty interesting. I listen to this guy all day. Anyhow, hey, hang tight for 1 second. Okay. Anyhow, that was a little uh, aside there in the beginning. But anyhow, I woke up this morning and I just realized that I just cannot. Oh, there goes the big plane. I cannot understand what is truth and what is fiction right now, and we're talking contemporarily when we're making judgments about the economy, about the coronavirus, about political implications of our communal sense making. I just don't have. I don't know. I don't know. I feel the signal to noise ratio, or the signal to noise. I just can't differentiate it. So I have zero opinions on that today. But I did do what I do sometimes, which is I'll go back and I'll reread something that made sense to me. And there is a paper called uh, "What Is It Like to Be a Bat?" And I heard it referenced earlier, and sometimes I was listening to it, so I went back and reread it, part of it, and but basically it's about the nature of consciousness. It's about one of the definitions of consciousness, um, like that there is a feeling to be a certain thing, that there's almost like an internal dialogue that is interpreting an all things considered view of one particular point in the universe. That you that exists, that and it has a feeling to you. That's a great little article. You can read it. It's probably like summarized a lot on the internet. Um, and then I watched some videos on dolphins and octopus and conscious exotica. This is something that I do sometimes, and I just kind of revisited it. I thought about, what is it like to be a dolphin? What is it like to be a damn hummingbird? Pretty chatty, like, what are you talking about? What is it like to be a jellyfish? And usually these are kind of tricky, weird thoughts that are, I don't know, they're harder to grasp, and there's no reason necessarily to indulge in them. But right now, when I'm going on social media and I am reading people with such diverse ways of interpreting this moment, and I get to see inside of their thinking, and I have no confidence whatsoever. I've not reached some point of, like, information and data collection where I'm like, it all makes sense to me. Nothing does. I have no idea. Like, if nothing is, uh, yeah, I can't make sense of it. So in this time, I can actually somewhat. It's an easy, delicious, relaxing thought to sit there and think about uh, how dolphins might perceive the world. Um, they have sonar, so uh, they're not as dependent on eyesight as us. But their sonar actually, unlike a bat, which can only see very, very small distance, uh, lives in a very, very small universe. sense-wise, right? But dolphins and whales can, through sonar, see for miles and miles. So they're a lot like us in that sense of that they can see really, really far away. They have signature whistles, which are like names. They can recognize themselves in a mirror. And then, I indulged a little bit on octopus and jellyfish and just kind of thinking of like, what would their interior world be like? And I thought about theory of mind, which is basically theory of mind is not only do you have the ability to feel a particular point of view and inhabit that point of view, which is that internal dialogue of you playing that role of that character and feeling as you that is who you are. You also are able to assume that other people have that same internal dialogue and motivation, and that's called theory of mind. And I just thought about it before Facebook. I probably thought people thought a lot more like me, but now that I get to see everybody's internal dialogue expressed, I realize, man, we are all coming from a very, very, very different space. But if you do indulge in the luxurious thought experiment of thinking about the way animals experience and share this world with us, I will say right now that I think that is peaceful. I think that it's like a Van Morrison album right now. It is something that feels good to your head. You can just contemplate that. And if you do not want to Google about jellyfish and dolphins and whales and watch a bunch of TED Talks, what you can do is you can take your dog or you can take your cat and you can pet them on the head and you can look them in the eye and you just be like, what up, bro? Or if it's a girl, what up, girl? Because I think that's the same thing. And I think that makes a lot more sense than a lot of things these days. So, hello to you and to your pets and to the animals that we share this world with. All right. Peace out, everybody.